everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Broncos coming in at 2-10, going up against the Jets, who come in at 8-4.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the New York Jets. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, Anderson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Simeon. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. Here we go now. Philly, here we go. Blue 90.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. C.J. with a nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A dump off to Anderson. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To throw on second is Simeon. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Simeon on first down. Screen play, Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and the Jets have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. From the pistol, they run with Anderson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Simeon now on second down. He'll find the rookie from La Tech. It's Carlos Henderson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board. But the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if. While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is Jalen Richard, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go play action here on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Here's Petty. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
On first down, it's Simeon. And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now a play fake here on first down. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he whips that one incomplete there. Will Tye, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Here we go now.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And able to find Conley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's second down. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down, couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Now let's go.
Simeon on 3rd down. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
$12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And look out, I think he's going to go. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Catanzaro now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Simeon. Room to run past midfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch it now, Barney. Switch. Let's go. 56.
On second down, Anderson. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. A shotgun snap for Simeon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, Marcus May. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On play action, they'll throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 17. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now Conley's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Bilal Powell, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, Marcus May. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense. This
is the running back, Powell. And This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. They go again with Powell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, here's Simeon. He's going to go for a big play downfield. They've got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A huge play there for Denver. And even 40 yards.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On first and 10, Simeon. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the play. From the red zone now, Simeon. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Handoff comes to Anderson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Simeon. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll run Anderson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos cut into that lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Now let's go. Back there to that Philly. Here we go.
Here's Simeon. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And now running. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Simeon on 1st down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. They run with Powell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2. And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Powell. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On 3rd down, it's Powell. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Simeon. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Malone. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Out of the gun, Simeon. Over the middle, complete. It's Malone. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They're going to run it with Anderson. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2, and they're back within 2 scores, down 15 now. So time definitely not in their favor, down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A road win in the National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.